Hi, this is the teaching video for There's Only One Way. So in the past, the way that we've done this is having like an 11 by 17 sign that is double-sided in terms of one side is like the one-way traffic sign and the other side of the same sign is the cross. But that's so complicated, and to be honest, I'm not that coordinated. So we're going to modify it just a little bit, make it simpler, because when we think about first graders doing this and Ms. Stacy doing it, it could be a train wreck. So we don't want that to happen. The scripture is too important for this song to be a train wreck, and that would be on me. So what's going to happen is the first, second grade, and third grade kiddos are going to have this sign, 11 by 17, that says one way. So it looks like the traffic sign. And we're going to tape it to a paint stir stick. And on the back side will be the same thing, one way. So, either side of the sign that they have will be right. And then 4th, 5th, and 6th graders will have the cross sign, and they'll have that 11 by 17 sign also taped to the paint stir stick, and both sides of their sign will be the cross, so it doesn't matter which way they go, it will be right. And so but here's the change. In addition to that, there's some other changes. So as you look at your music for the first page there, measure 5 going into measure 6, there's only one way. So the students will have their sign in their left hand. They'll have it in their right hand. And when you're teaching them, you'll have it in your left hand as the teacher. So they'll be mirroring you. Sign will be in their right hand. So grades, first grade, second grade, third grade, the first time, there's only one way. That's measure 6. They're going to hold it up. To come to the Father, it'll come down. So 4th, 5th, and 6th grade are singing with them, but they're not moving their sign yet. So let me clarify that all voices will be singing at all times except for the solo part. But anytime that it's the choir, that's going to be all singers, okay? So even though it's just 1st through 3rd grade that are moving their sign, 4th through 6th graders singing with them, and then vice versa. When 4th, 5th, 6th move their sign, 1st, 2nd, 3rd grade are also singing. So anyway, so that's measures 5 through 8, and then so the next part, that's through Jesus, moving into pick up to measure 10. This will be 4th, 5th, and 6th grader moving their cross sign, and they'll go, that's through Jesus, right there on beat 1. Jesus the Son, the sign comes down. Then the same thing, moving on. Then 1st, 2nd, 3rd grade, there's only one way. You can be on God's team, sign comes down. Then the very same pattern, you know where this is going. And then 4th, 5th, and 6th graders, that's through Jesus, right there on beat 1, and what he has done. So the big movement in that section is coming on beat 1, when they put it up and when they put it down. So we're alternating there with those signs. Then page 45 is all solo. So kiddos have the sign at their side, keeping it very still. Almost all of page 46 is a solo. Then the kiddos come back in and measure 41 with that section, not 2 ways, 3 ways, 4 or more. So signs are at their side. All the children are singing, not 2 ways, 3 ways, 4 or more. There's only one way. So that measure 44 on beat 1, there's only one way. That's going to be the one-way kiddos, which is 1st, 2nd, 3rd grade. And that's Christ the Lord. So on Christ, 1st, 2nd, 3rd grade will come down. Oh, excuse me. Forget that. Let's back up. Sorry. Measure 43, 4 or more, then going to measure 44, there's only one way. So that's the one-way signs are going to go up. That's 1st through 3rd grade. They're going to stay up. And then the next measure, and that's Christ the Lord. So then the cross signs will come up then. So all signs will be up. Then all signs will come down on beat 1 of measure 46, not 2 ways, 3 ways, 4 or more. There's only one way. That's the one-way sign. So first, second, third grade goes up only one way, and it stays up. And then on measure 49, Christ the Lord, that's going to be 4th, 5th, and 6th grade with their cross sign coming up on the word Christ. All signs are up until measure 51. On the first beat, they all come down. He's the only way. He's the only way. Then that's going to be the one way. So now I'm on bottom of page 47, measure 53. He's the only way. That's going to be 1st, 2nd, 3rd grade. Okay. Then top of the next page, the cross sign for 4th, 5th, and 6th grade is going to go up a measure 55. He's the only way. And then the signs will come down when I give them that motion. So all signs will be down before the next measure where we hear the scripture verses being read. Okay, then we go back to measure 1. It's the same thing again. So pick up to measure 6. We've got the one-way signs for 1st, 2nd, and 3rd grade. Back to the beginning. There's only one way right there on beat 1 to come to the Father. So that's 1st through 3rd grade. All singers, but the only ones moving with the sign are 1st through 3rd grade. Then all singers, that's through Jesus, but just the cross sign moves up on beat 1 of measure 10. Jesus the Son, that comes down. Then the very same pattern with measure 13, just like we did before. There's only one way. 1st through 3rd grade signs are up, the one-way signs. You can be on God's team, okay, that comes down. Everybody's singing, that's through Jesus. So the next section is the cross sign goes up, that's through Jesus and what he has done. So then the cross signs come down. So again, make sure that the kids understand that even if their sign is not moving, their arm is not moving, they're still singing. Okay, then the solo sings again on page 45. All of 45, the signs are at the kiddos' sides. Most of 46, same way. That's most of page 46 is a solo. But then we jump to measure 80, okay? So on page 49, measure 80, the one-way signs are going to go up on beat 3. He's the only way, and that's going to stay up. And then measure 82, the cross signs will go up. He's the only way. All signs will stay up at this point until I give him the cue to come down. So that's how we're going to do this song. Thanks.